Hey Taurus, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for September 23rd, 2025. This is for Taurus. Last shuffle coming out for Taurus. Let's see what's going on. So Taurus, what we have is letting go, and then we have present power. And so there's something about the fact that your energy, when people come around you, just in general, what you put out into the world is that I'm willing to let go of anything that is going to hold me from going through the doors of opportunity because they're opening. There you go. I feel like you're walking away from some things that really just don't work for you. Things that suppress you, people that suppress you, things or people that make you feel like you're not improving as a person, that make you feel fake, like when you're around them, you feel like you have to put on a different, like wear a different skin. You may feel like you have to live up to some kind of facade, represent a certain way when your true self is happier when you're alone, when you're not around certain things or what have you. You're being called to be of service at this point, which means that uh, you're meant to be yourself. You're meant to, I don't know how else to put this, but you're meant to be whatever your creator made you to be. You want to say, I am becoming a better version of myself every day. That is something that must be told to you so that you know that you're making progress, because the angels are saying it's up to you. When you pass from this world, what you take with you are your soul and your memories, and the memories of the times and the beautiful things that you shared with people you love. And so you want to be lighthearted, and so you have to let go of anything that's weighing you down. The Empress, Eight of Cups, Nine of Wands, and the Fool. With letting go, we're letting go of things that weigh us down, where we're expecting to have to abandon our true selves in order to be in that space, where we're expected to have to do that. When you walk into the room, you can't be Taurus. You have to come in and be Taurus and a half, Taurus and three quarters. Present power is the Page of Pentacles and Page of Cups. So your strength in this energy right now is an awareness that you're still learning what it is that you can do. And the way that this goes, it looks like, is that what we're learning is um, what's the word? I'm learning how to get something done with minimal efforts but maximum output. Okay, and that's your strength right now. Your strength is that that's what you're looking for. At least that's what I'm seeing, is like, how can I manifest a lot of money in my life, or a lot of whatever it is I'm looking for, whether it is that you want to have better friends, a better support system, whether you want to stabilize yourself, however you need the stabilization, because sometimes you got the money but you don't have the friends. Sometimes you have the friends and no money. Sometimes you have the family, the love in your life, but no money, kind of thing. You have certain things but you don't have that. And so there's something about you needing to trust in this magic that surrounds you. And don't be afraid to be you, to sing, to talk, to be heard, to be seen, any of that. Angel number 555 is here. That's a number of change. And typically that means that you're leveling up. That means that there's a lot. It doesn't, usually the change doesn't feel that great. This would be whenever you have to let go of something. Of course, that does not feel good, because this tells me that this isn't just something that you're like, ooh, thank the heavens, this is out of my face. This looks like something that's like, I cared about this. This is who I was. This is what I did. This is what I spent my time on. I chose that, but I have to let it go because it's not helping me go through the doors of opportunity. Everything I've asked for is now starting to come, so I have to let this go. And so it doesn't feel great at first, but it's to prepare you to handle the greater things in life for your highest good. The why will be revealed. Why you had to go through things, why I had to be here, right? And even especially why I had to let go. There's a reward at the finish line of all of this. And the decrease is Nine of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. The decrease is in a need. We're no longer needing anything. Like there's something here about, I'm no longer needing to kind of like what's the word, cooperate and compromise with something in order to just be happy. Sometimes that looks like complacency or acceptance or settling. So there's a decrease in that need, or that that desire, or even not just the desire or the need, but and that even happening in and of itself. I'm seeing someone who's feeling like they're wearing a mask all the time, but there's so much love and beauty coming towards you, like in all areas. This would be like in aesthetics. Um, your thoughts will change, your conversations will change. I'm seeing even like your feelings will change. You'll feel better. A lot is changing, but there's a decrease in you wanting to compromise and wanting to be like everyone else and to try to wear the mask to fit in anywhere. You're going to realize that it's better to just be you. I'm becoming a better version of myself every day. Dark thoughts, Ace of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. So many of you may feel like in the future, um, you know how, too, some of you may be cutting off or having to walk away from certain connections. And then you're like, well, will I ever find love like that, friends like that, family members like that? Like, will I ever find that kind of energy again in the future? The dark thoughts are saying that it'll probably be lackluster and nothing like what I experienced. Because for this to be here, if you are trying to change for other people, right? You're saying, you know what? I'm trying to change for these people because they matter. Usually that's because they matter, right? But if we're letting that go, that means that no one's worth, if you think about the thought process of that, for this to be here, that's like no one am I, if I'm being my true authentic self, no one is actually worth or at that same caliber of person where I would want to present myself in a different way, right? Because they're so powerful in my life, they matter. So will I ever find anyone that actually matters like that again? And so that's the dark thoughts, but they're telling you that you can't. What's in store for you is much better than what you've been dealing with. Who's in store for you is better than who you've been dealing with. If you have to walk away from people, if you have to walk away from work, right? Now, when it comes to love, they're telling you don't be afraid to flirt, don't be afraid to make memories with people because that's all you'll have. Don't hold back. Be your true self. Just like you're a better person than you were yesterday. Relish in that. And they want you to be, if you say that, like if you're in a romantic connection, don't be afraid to flirt with your person. Flirt with them, make memories with them, dance around the room with them. If you're not in a romantic connection and say you want to be, flirt with people. Like you're going to have to extend yourself, extend a lighthearted side of you, make jokes. Flirting doesn't always mean hey hubba hubba. It could just be that you're making jokes, you're making people, you're entertain, not entertaining, but you know what I mean. You're talking to people, you're reaching out, you're speaking. Because I don't know about you, everybody always says that too, right? Have you ever, how many Taurus friends do you have? And not many people can say I have a Taurus friend. I remember reading that one time, and I think it's Sylvia Brown, right? She wrote a series of books. I read two of them, and one of them was astrology through her eyes, but I don't think that's what it's called, right? And she wrote some things I didn't really appreciate. Some of the stuff she wrote, I was like, oh, that's messed up. She sounded biased a little bit for certain signs. She'd be, but some of that stuff was absolutely correct. But one thing that she said about Taurus that I was like, oh, that's interesting, was like, you ever run outside, like you find that you find people who have a lot of other signs as a friend, but it's rare to have a Taurus as a friend, and when you do, they're the most amazing. I'm like, how? Because Tauruses are amazing friends. They're probably my favorite or my best friends, to be honest with you. um the most generous, the most delightful, um the kindest to me. Maybe it's just me, but either way, um I'm seeing that you'll make or meet new people that are better than whatever you were dealing with. And they want you to talk about they want you to reach out, branch out, right? So this angel number, of course, today is a 5, right? Yesterday was a 6. Um, but today is going to be a day where we're isolating or identifying what the doubts are and what the decisions that need to be made are, what the questions are and what the answers are, kind of thing. We're like, okay, the real question is this and the answer is that. We're really identifying this is a day to really do some deep dive into um, the problems that need to be solved. What's the solution to this? This is the problem. What's the solution? We're not glossing over anything. We're trying to sew together the pieces and bring things together properly, which is a beautiful thing. You could be dealing with another Taurus. We have Libra, Aries, main signs. I'm also seeing Virgo and Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. So you could be an Aries Taurus cusp dealing with a Pisces Aries cusp. I'm seeing that, and Virgo Libra cusp or Libra Scorpio cusp. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.